Welcome back. Thank you for clicking on today's video. Today we're going to be looking at how to do some graphical displays and numeric summaries for one quantitative variable when you want to compare two groups, so by groups. So we're going to start with those basic numeric summaries, and so I'm going to say here analysis for by group data. So that means that we still have one quantitative variable, but we're just going to be separating and comparing by groups. So let's start with the numeric summary. So we're going to use similar formats that we had from up here. So we have fave, stats, and then I'm going to use that tilde. But I actually am going to start with the response variable I want, and that's going to be sleep. And then I'm going to state the explanatory variable, which here we'll say is sex. And then I'm going to say data equals, and remember we're working with that GVSU data. And when I run that, and remember we do the control enter for our shortcut keys, now you can see it did that fave stats, but it's doing it by the sex. So here the response variable is first and explanatory is after the tilde. Okay? So that's how you do numeric summaries. If I wanted to do a box plot, remember that for the mosaic package, we always use the GF as the start, and we're doing box plot. And then this time, it's the same format that we just had above. It's so similar, actually. I am just going to copy this. Boom, bang, and then I'm going to use my shortcut key. Done. Now, remember we talked about how if you have those warning rows, observations missing, we do the NA RM equals true. And when you do that, that removes the warning and the missing. So just to remind ourselves, we do response, then tilde explanatory, and NA RM equals true, removes missing. So next we're going to do the histogram. So again, we start with GF. We do histogram, but this time it's a little bit different. So we're going to start with the tilde, our response variable, which is sleep, but this time we're going to separate them with that straight vertical line. And then we're going to do the explanatory variable, which is sex, and then do a comma, tell it the data, which is GVSU. I'm going to add the NA remove equals true so I don't get any errors. And we're going to run that and see what we get. And what we get is two graphs for females and males on the histograms. And we talked about how those breaks don't look very good. And so I am going to add in the code that we had up here with the first histogram that we did that goes, remember, the start, the end, and then how you want it to jump. And right now, remember that it's jumping this way because the data was collected to the nearest half hour. So that code, the 0 is the start, 13 is the end, and 1 is me telling it to not move to the next bar of the histogram until it's done 1 hour. So when I do that, you can see that that looks a lot better. It's tighter and the bars are touching. So those are our graphical displays by groups, and it also is our box plot and histogram, and then the numeric summaries. See you in future videos.